Welcome to our channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. Hakeem Baba-Ahmed reacts after delegates disrupted APC Northeast meeting over Shettima's exclusion. The former spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum, NEF, and former presidential aide, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, has reacted after a dispute erupted at the meeting of the All Progressive Congress APC in Gombe State. According to the cable, the APC meeting in Gombe descended into chaos after some speakers endorsed President Bola Tinubu for a second term without mentioning the name of the Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima. According to reports, the event was attended by the National Chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Abdullahi Ganduje, APC Vice Chairman Mustapha Saliu, and several other governors. In the report that surfaced online, it was stated that the chaos began after Saliu and some other top chieftains endorsed Tinubu without mentioning his vice. It was also stated that Saliu was able to escape from the venue with the help of security operatives and protected him from some angry members. However, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed has now reacted after the report surfaced online. In a post that he shared on his page, he said deputy chieftains are running the party like Nigeria. He said he doesn't understand how the current administration can cover the next 2 years with its current leaders and thinkers. Here is what Hakeem Baba-Ahmed said, wrote on his official X handle. How this party thinks it can cover the next 2 years of governance successfully with its thinkers and leaders is perplexing. They run their party like Nigeria. Events at APC Northeast Zonal meeting should make the party understand that all this endorsement business is very poor politics. How this party thinks it can cover the next 2 years of governance successfully with its thinkers and leaders is perplexing. They run their party like Nigeria. Of course, the Mr. Baba Ahmed Hakeem has his own rights to his own opinion concerning what is happening even in APC. For me, it is their problem. Of course, what Nigerians want is the fact that we want the best. Now, the germane thing that he has been pointed out is the fact that how will they run in the next 2 years? Meaning that we are already very seeing the reality of the last 2 years, and then to some extent, by the reason of numbers and economic policies, they are giving a thumbs up and a tick mark. But then, by the reason of the pocket of Nigerian citizens going on the road, average Nigerians, the masses, oh, they don't want to even hear as long as they cannot feed, they cannot clothe themselves and shelter themselves. So the administration is here to get the thumbs up of the people, which is very, very important, because with them lies the power to vote and there lies the power to elect or re-elect. So the mandate that they are trying to endorse themselves for is even in the hand, hanging now in the balance in the hand of the people. But then, be it as it may, according to what Hakeem Baba has said, the next 2 years is very, very important. There are some people in some climb that said the president will only govern for 2 years and in the remaining 2 years is going to use it for politics. Well, they may want to be true, but we can't just say they will be true until after the next 2 years, which will complete the 4 years of the president in office. But let's begin to see. But if because of the performance of the president in the first 2 years, and they have decided to give him an endorsement, well, he feels that to them it is okay, but to the populace, if it is felt that it is too early, too sudden, because yes, like I said earlier, some are seeing the numbers while some are not seeing the reality. Now, the numbers are there, but the reality in the pocket of common men on the road are not fully seen. Though the common men won't roll out the fact that the prices of goods and commodities are coming down, no doubt about that one. At least they can pinpoint the likes of the fuel, that's the premium motor spirit petrol, and they can also talk about the stable food, the rice in the country, and those ones are appreciably coming down. But of course, Nigerians are still waiting for it to come down further so that it can accommodate everybody in the society. Because when we say it comes down, it's relative in the sense that some people, even with the current level that it has come to, cannot even fully afford it. So these are the reality. Now, if APC now is not having rancor within themselves, I think to a large extent it's their problem. It's nobody's problem, but they shouldn't allow it to affect governance. Very, very important. Of course, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed can make a statement because he was once within, of course, as a worker with the president. He resigned. He had decided to also speak as a northerner also for the Northern Elders Forum, and maybe he's also working with the coalition and trying to work towards opposition, be it as it may. But the core of the issue is the fact that they need to face governance and give us a better performance even in the next 2 years. And that is what may, bring this their so-called endorsement into fruition. The reality of it, like it was said earlier, was with the people. So it's very, very important. Of course, they have every right to react. If Kashim Shettima is working with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and in 2 years they are seeing a good work, Nigerians are seeing something good, even the party men are seeing something wonderful, and they decide to give a return ticket to the president, and they are not mentioning the vice president. Well, probably they felt that, of course, some set of people are routing for a Christian to take the place of Kashim Shettima because he's a Muslim, and the current president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is also a Muslim. They felt that the Muslim ticket was like passing through hell in 2023, and they just won the election because it's like passing through the eye of a needle, and they don't want to take chances again this coming in 2 years' time when they are going to have election in 2027. Their belief and their take is that, well, if they should endorse the president, some people are believing that the vice president should go and sit down and they bring in a Christian so as to boost their political chances. If you look at those who are planning that, they are not wrong. But of course, those who happen to be the men of Kashim Shettima will not be happy, because it seems it would mean that their own part, even in the so-called political game, is going to be removed, and nobody would like to be made redundant, which is very, very essential. And I think that was what resulted into what happened in the northeastern part of the country for the APC zone now meeting, that they had to say anytime you are endorsing President Tinubu, you also mention Kashim Shettima, so that we know, or everybody knows, that it's a joint ticket, even though they don't need to make mountain out of molehill. Whether you mention Shettima or not, is a joint ticket. But their fear about those who are routing for his replacement is what is bringing about this thing. Party politics, let us leave them to whatever they are doing, but they should make sure they focus and give Nigeria the best. Keep liking, make sure you subscribe, give us your thumbs up always, and please share. Thank you.